Okay, so first off, I forgot that it was Halloween this week, so. And second off, I don't have a costume for Halloween, which is a rarity for me because Halloween is my favorite holiday. So I'm assuming that most people would just go to Target and buy a costume, but I'm not going to because number one, Halloween costumes are like a big source of fast fashion and I try to avoid it. So I am basically going to make it on my own in like 3 days. Fingers crossed it works. But I was thinking about this and I thought about what I could wear that wouldn't scare children off from my property forever. So I was thinking, why not do a revamp of my bunny makeup look from 2016, which is this one. Now, for whatever reason, this had like, 800,000 views? Why? It's not that great. It's actually very horrible. I don't like the video whatsoever, and I wanted to redo it since that time. Now, as many of you know, I've spent this entire year switching to a sustainable lifestyle. And so I abstained from doing Shironuri on here for a while because I was thinking to myself, how can I make Shironuri more sustainable and accurately reflect my values and my beliefs? But I've come to realize that the beauty industry in general does not care about sustainability. So I've had to figure out a lot of these things on my own. One of these has been to use up all of my makeup products currently in my collection without buying new makeup products. So far, I think I've bought 5 or 6 items this year, so I'm doing okay. So if you're wondering why I'm using this TV paint stick in 070, I'm going to miss saying that by the way, it's because I want to use it up before moving on to my new white foundation, which is from LBCC Historical Apothecary. So I'm going to base this entire makeup scheme based off this jacket right here, which I originally bought from Poshmark, I think a couple of months ago. I do love it a lot, by the way. It's an awesome jacket. But this brings me to this video's sponsor, which is Skillshare, once again. Now, I really love Skillshare, and here's why. It's an excellent community for learning about new topics and skills, and they have thousands of classes to choose from art to design to even photography. But for this video, I'm going to focus on its art classes, or more specifically, color theory. Now, I mentioned before that I was basing this look off this jacket right here, but I'm also going to base it off this wig here. So there's a very apparent color scheme going on here of muted gray and green tones. But what colors could go along with this? So here's one video that's excellent at discussing the importance of color. It's called Creating Realistic Color, a Primer for Beginners by Kendall Hilges.
So a term that you probably have heard before if you've taken any art class is complementary colors. And complementary colors are colors that are directly across from one another on the color wheel. So using complementary colors in your paintings can be a really powerful tool, as these two colors are really high contrast.
Now, complementary colors are not just great for forming a makeup look, but an entire outfit. To learn more, please feel free to check out Skillshare. It's less than $10 per month for an annual subscription, and Skillshare is now offering a free trial of their premium membership to the first 1,000 people that click the link in my description box. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now, there are several parts of my face that I want to target when contouring. It's to make my facial features stand out more, since when you apply white makeup, it can sometimes just disappear. So for my eyes, I'm going to shade all around here, and that will make them stand out more. Then shading on and around my nose, and this is very important because if I don't shade around my nose will just not stand out or look as balanced compared to the rest of my facial features. And so I want to create that balance. And then contouring my cheekbones, using a U shape to make it pop out even more. Now I can use even more colorful eyeshadows to really start building up that stronger color and hue. For the eyes, I want to make them only slightly warmer, but not too much since I want the nose to be the focal point of this look. I'm opting for a soft berry shade, layering that on top of my eyelids. I'm adding this to the tip of my nose as well. Then I'm taking a much darker, stronger berry shade, and only adding that to the tip of my nose. I want to make it obvious that this is supposed to be a bunny nose, so I'm going in and adding that additional contrast to my nose. Now I feel like my eyes need to look more open, so I'm going to use this white face paint by I'm not going to say this right, but Depixim. I apologize, but this comes in a recyclable aluminum tube, and I've learned by talking to them that they are a very sustainable makeup company. So that's good to know. Now for some quick eyeliner, and we're almost done. My bunny look from 2016 had a ton of freckles, which some people either said looked awesome or diseased, so okay. So I'm going to do that again in this look, but this time using taupe shadow. Hi again, it's me. So I need to create some bunny ears for this look, but I don't want to use faux fur, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually use some tweed I bought from Joann's, I think it was like last weekend, and it was actually only $5 for 2 yards, so a great deal, but I need to use this up for something else, and I'm going to use it up for this look. Now tweed for me is an ideal fabric because number one, it's cheap as hell, gotta love that, but number two is comprised of natural materials such as wool. One concern I had with these ears is that they wouldn't stand up on their own, so I decided to take 2 of these wool pieces and stitch them together. And I kept the stitching visible because I wanted the black thread to sort of act like an outline for these ears, to make them stand out more. Then I opted for some off-white embroidery thread, and this is, I think, Pearl 3033 from DMC. And I spent a couple of days, in case you couldn't tell from this video, it was a couple of days, but I did spend some time stitching in the middle of the ear. I gave myself a blister doing this, and you can see Ingve is right there checking me out, but then I decided to stitch the bottom of the ears to this headband using black thread. And by doing this, this will secure it to the headband without using hot glue or anything synthetic. And it makes it much more durable, in which you can bend the ears any way you want to or slide them one way or the other. Now the real test is, will they stand on my head? So here we go, headbang test. Some mild headbanging and it stays put, so awesome. This is great if you want to go to a ghost concert anytime in the future and want to wear bunny ears for whatever reason. I would. I don't know about you, but I would. Just saying. Anyways, here is the full look, fully assembled. I think it looks pretty good, considering I just threw this together in like, 2 days? So that is my Halloween look for this year, and hopefully I don't scare any little kids off my property for wearing this. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below, what you're wearing for Halloween this year, and I will see you later. Bye.